Welcome, one and all, in here, out there, to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Ladies and gentlemen, it is April 10th, 2024. Unless you live in Arizona, where it's 1864, partner. Giddy up, because yesterday, the Arizona Supreme Court reinstated a 160-year-old abortion ban. That is crazy, but remember, it's Arizona, so it's a dry crazy. Here's what happened. This is fascinating. Yesterday, the state Supreme Court, right? The state Supreme Court ruled that because Roe v. Wade had been overturned, nothing prevented Arizona from enforcing the 1864 ban, a law so old that it was passed before women had the right to vote. Yeah, it's true. To which the Arizona Supreme Court said, don't worry, we'll work on that one next. Wow. Now, this law is so old that it predates the invention of the cowboy hat, the urinal, the paperclip, and the machine that makes paper bags. Should we really be enforcing laws from an era where the cutting-edge tech was bag? Also, did you know that in 1864, Arizona wasn't even a state? You can't enforce state laws from before it was a state. If you could, people in Massachusetts would be arrested for failure to buckle hat. Now, where is the law even going to take effect? Here's a map of the Arizona Territory in 1864. Back then, part of it, the South, was the Confederacy on the bottom there, and the top half was so big it included what is now Las Vegas. And you know what they used to say back then? What happens in Vegas actually happened in Arizona. Now, election-wise, this ruling by an all-Republican Supreme Court is almost guaranteed to backfire because since the Dobbs ruling, this issue has been a disaster for all the Republicans' attempts to keep suburban women voters. So GOP candidates are now backpedaling like a tweaked-out unicycle chimp. Take GOP Senate candidate and woman watching you drown, Kari Lake. After the ruling, Lake said, I oppose today's ruling, and I am calling on Democratic Governor Katie Hobbs and the state legislature to come up with an immediate, common-sense solution that Arizonans can support, which is a surprising position to take because this is what she said right before the Dobbs decision.
We have great legislation already on the books, so when this decision comes down, that will kind of click in, and we will see older legislation that's already been passed, and Arizona will not be a state where abortions are happening. I am pro-life 100%. Let me change that. I'm pro-life 1,000%.
Let me change that again. What does pro-life mean? No habla inglés. Bring, hola. Now, as bad as that looks for Kari Lake, things look even worse for Donald Trump. Just 2 days ago, he posted... It's nice to have some Trump fans here. That's nice. 2 days ago, he posted this video. It's a joke. He posted this video on Truth Social.
I was proudly the person responsible for the ending of Roe v. Wade.
Reminder, ladies, that was me. I'm the one who did it to you. I also had the idea for period cramps, insurance not covering mammograms, and all your friends getting brunch without you. Now, in that video right there, that video, same video? In that video, see, Trump was trying to stake out what he thought was a moderate position. He had previously floated the idea of a federal 15-week abortion ban, but he softened his position to this.
The states will determine by vote or legislation or perhaps both, and whatever they decide must be the law of the land.
Then the next day, the Arizona Supreme Court drove his campaign clown car into Cuckoo Canyon. That is the most awkward timing for a politician since FDR made his second most famous speech.
December 6th, 1941, a day that frankly was kind of a snooze fest around here. Let's hope tomorrow's more exciting.
And Trump hasn't exactly been a North Star on this issue. In fact, over the last 25 years, his position on abortion has shifted 13 times. I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-choice not. I'm pro-choice. I'm pro-choice not. Oh. You know, Flower, you kind of look like a pretty lady with white hair all spiked up there. You want to make $130,000? Apparently. Trump apparently also has no clue how abortion works.
It must be remembered that the Democrats are the radical ones on this position because they support abortion up to and even beyond the 9th month.
It's true. It's true. Way beyond. It's true. No, I know a lady. She was 9 months pregnant, went to the hospital. The doctor yelled, push. Then she comes out and get this, wasn't pregnant anymore. Who did it? I bet it was that little guy in the bassinet. Where'd he come from? He's probably an immigrant. He's got no ID on him. And frankly, folks, he's speaking a language no one's ever heard of before. Clearly, I think it was Chinese. He goes, goo goo gai pan. Oh, Trump's criminal trial starts here in New York on Monday. The first order. Oh, you've read. First order of business is jury selection. Reportedly, Trump's lawyers want a jury that includes public employees like police officers, firefighters, and sanitation workers. Well, sanitation workers make sense. I mean, they're going to want jurors who are comfortable with giant sacks of garbage. On the other hand, prosecutors are looking for educated voters from Democratic neighborhoods and are fishing for those who are fond of late-night comedians like Stephen Colbert. That's right. Look at that. Damn straight, my audience is perfect to decide this case. It's all in our new slogan, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, guaranteed to get you jury duty. You're welcome. But if you think Donald Trump's lawyers aren't ready for this trial, you would be right, because we found out today that in an attempt to get relevant files from a former district attorney, Trump's lawyers subpoenaed the wrong Jeremy Rosenberg. Wow. 2 Jeremy Rosenbergs in New York City? What are the odds? Oh, and I'm being told very good. Thank you. That's my researcher, Jeremy Rosenberg. No relation. Now, after getting the subpoena, the wrong Rosenberg, or the Fosenberg, set the record straight. He wrote to the attorney saying, I don't have any files for you, and explained that he tried calling to explain, but the phone number Trump's lawyers provided was disconnected. Okay, but that's probably on Rosenberg's. If you're calling Trump's lawyers, you have to dial the country code for Russia first. Trump's lawyers. Oh, so daring. Trump's lawyers also sent the guy some money for shipping of the requested files, and the wrong Rosenberg informed them, P.S., I'm keeping the $15. Oh, watch out, Jeremy. You don't want to piss off Donald Trump. He will send a squad of goons to rough up someone with your name. And even after he told these folks that they were mistaken, Trump's lawyers still thought their Rosenberg was the Reitzenberg. They even complained that Rosenberg had displayed a flippant and dismissive approach to the request, to which the prosecution said they spoke with Mr. Rosenberg's counsel. Mr. Rosenberg was not served with a subpoena and does not have any connection to the Brooklyn address where the subpoena was served, and concluded correctly the defendant has served the incorrect person. You can see it all dramatized on Law and Order SV Who? Now, quality. It's a quality joke. Good family joke, that one. Now, to the world of sport, where it turns out the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament final on Sunday drew more viewers than the men's final for the very first time ever. Look at that. That's kind of neat. That's cool. It's official. Women's basketball, now you're basketball. Everyone else is playing boysketball. After the final viewership tally, the championship games pulled in 18.9 million viewers for the women and 14.8 million on the men's side. And I believe in light of this news, CBS might want to make its primetime lineup a little more female focus. So tune in Sunday at 9 p.m. for Track Her. He found your mom. She wants you to text her back. Down in Washington tonight, this is probably over by now, President Biden hosted a state dinner for Japan featuring Paul Simon and guest of honor Prime Minister Fumio Kishida. So, of course, Paul Simon kicked off with his old hit, Me and Fumio Down by the Schoolyard. We got a great show for you tonight. My guests are Christian Amanpour and actor Wilmer Valderrama. And when we come back, meanwhile, join us, won't you?